I've been here for 3 weeks, and it's absolutely great, because I came here in a wheelchair and could not walk on my own, only along the wall, like a crab. Now I'm confident on my feet. Maybe soon I will be able to run again. During completing a combat mission, a mine exploded next to Mikita. Only thanks to the quick reaction of his fellow soldiers and the efforts of doctors, the man survived. According to Mikita, he was mentally prepared for this. However, he didn't refuse psychological support. It is important. Well, if you take me, then I'm fine with this situation. I mean, with the wound. I didn't have any traumatic consequences in this regard. But for some people it's really hard. That is, psychological assistance is not superfluous in this matter. Every day, dozens of Ukrainian soldiers are wounded, but not all wounds are physical. Soldiers regularly face stressful situations. Most of them are manageable, but if the event is too traumatic and the person is unable to overcome its effects in a month, the stress turns into post-traumatic stress disorder.
It is manifested by several types of symptoms. Among them are intrusive memories of traumatic events, and they can be different. There may be nightmares, there may be flashbacks, when a person falls into this memory and they simply do not realize at that moment that they are in our reality. In order to calm such a person, in order to reduce the level of the symptoms, you need to build communication with them in such a way that they have a greater sense of security.
It is often possible to overcome PTSD without medicine. Psychotherapy sessions are enough. Not many people in Ukraine cared about their mental health before the full-scale Russian invasion. Now the situation is changing, but there is also the opposite effect of it. There is a popular opinion in social networks that Ukrainians are now a traumatized nation, with every second person having PTSD. In fact, only 15% of cases of severe stress can be diagnosed with this disease. In addition, according to experts, it is easier for Ukrainians to cope with stress for a number of reasons.
There are prerequisites for this resilience. Firstly, we are clearly aware that we are right in this conflict, that we are fighting for our land and freedom, and this is just the truth of the world, such a struggle between good and evil. Secondly, we are very united in this goal. Trauma, as a rule, speaks of the separation of people, but we often talk about this. Now we're talking about it with you, and also among ourselves, and to the whole world, and we even joke about it. Everyone knows how great we are in memes.
Ukraine is doing everything possible to help its citizens. First Lady Olena Zelenska has initiated the National Mental Health Program. A system of training and certification of psychotherapists will be created as part of a large-scale project. Family doctors and educators will also receive special training in basic psychological care. Israel, Belgium, the USA, Canada and other states have already joined the program. Psychotherapists claim that ordinary Ukrainians can also help their loved ones who have experienced trauma.
First, do not demand too much from a person and do not expect them to behave like a person without PTSD. You should ask the person what they need and give them your support. You should remove any traumatic factors from the immediate environment. For example, some loud cars, or a person with PTSD may respond to loud slamming of doors. Also, sometimes it helps when you do not react to the symptoms in panic. They need your acceptance.
A number of hotlines and online projects of free psychological assistance operate in Ukraine. Among them, there are both general and specialized projects. For example, the National Psychosocial Support Service for Families of Military Personnel, or the Hotline for the Prevention of Domestic Violence, Human Trafficking and Gender Discrimination. Reported by Pavel Stelmach, Danilo Kovza, UATV News.